Are you one of those people, like me, that works kind of not only from home, but actually need to get out of home and go visit a coffee shop or even go somewhere in the outdoors to get some work done? What is the number one issue that you find yourself struggling with? Maybe it's your bag and trying to get things out. Now, what is it? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's power. And in this video, I'm going to present to you a suggestion that's in this little brown envelope that might help you out. Okay, hey, welcome. My name is Mark from The Spark. I am out in the open air for the very first time, wondering how embarrassing it might be to record something out here, how noisy it might be. I've got a digger over there building some lovely new eco-friendly apartments, a little bit like the things behind me here. Good to have you with me. Let's get into this. What have I got in my brown envelope here that might help you out when you're out and about? Well, it is a battery pack from Anker. It is a multi-device fast charging battery pack. 250 watts output, 27,650 milliamp hours, and it also has a smart app. All right, let's open this thing up. What's this on the back here? Power up to 3 devices, including laptops, phones, and tablets with a single port output of 140 watts. You can charge a laptop at super high speed, not just super speed, but super high speed. And inside we have what looks like the battery pack itself. We'll just put that to one side for a minute. By the way, this thing isn't light. I wonder if anywhere in here it tells me the weight of this thing. If I figure that out, I'll put it on the screen right now. Okay, so we've got that. Just put that to one side. I've probably got a cable here. Yep, USB-C to USB-C. I mean, what would you expect these days? All right, okay. We've got kind of it's a bit windy. We've got got a lovely bag. Let's open this thing up. Okay, there we go. So what do we have here? There's like a port here. Like you need to stand it in something. So it looks lovely. Hope this kind of picks up on camera. Kind of like a grey ribbed feeling here. We've got at the top here, we've got a USB-A and USB-C, and then at the top here, a power button. Let's plug something into it, shall we? See whether we bring up any display. So I've got my laptop, aka iPad, which I use for everything. It's my main computing device. It's my iPad. Always has been for a long time now. Can't see that changing going forward. All right, okay, so we'll plug it into the C1 port here. Press the button. Okay, well, it's charging my device, but there should be a display showing up here. So let's get into the instructions here and see how we get the display going. Display screen. Press it once. Okay, well, nothing is coming on. It's definitely charging my iPad. So maybe what I need to do, maybe I need to connect it via Bluetooth to get the display showing, or maybe it needs an initial charge itself. Okay, I think I need to head to a coffee shop and find a plug, and then I'll plug in the thing. Why isn't it working? Anker. All right, I'm going to download the app. It's found the Prime power bank. Bring your phone, in this case my iPad, closer to the device. It tells me that there is 17% charge in here. It's currently outputting 36 watts, I think, which would make sense. Okay, as you can see on here, it is showing the information about how much it's charging and what have you. Maybe I'll grab it. But I am struggling. Hang on a minute. You can see, oh my goodness, that's so dim. You can see all the information you need on the app, either on your iPad or on your phone. When you're outside in bright sunlight, ain't no way Can you see that screen? I have faffed around with this for a long time now. Unless you're indoors, you're not going to see that. I mean, it's quite bright sunlight out here, but that's still really disappointing. In fact, I'm going to have to rely on the app to kind of see the information that I require. It looks lovely. I like the fact it does connect via Bluetooth and gives you information on your devices. I like how much power output it gives, and you'll be able to charge your laptop and your iPhone and everything else, whatever else you've got that you need to charge quite happily. Just exceedingly disappointed with this screen. I mean, even in, I've put it in my bag and I can barely see the screen. So maybe by the time I get to the coffee shop, which is my next stop from here, I'll investigate it a little bit more, see if I can turn the brightness up on that screen. So it turns out that this thing is pretty rubbish in the sunlight, but works perfectly fine indoors. Yeah, that's the information that you can see quite clearly on the screen. I have turned it up to full. That's the battery health, that's the temperature, but I believe this thing has run out of charge. Well, this is it charging. I'm using a pretty good charging brick. A GAN charger from Ugreen. There you go, it should be charged in no time. Okay, what are my final thoughts on the Anker? Hasn't really got a name, it's just Anker Prime fast charging. The screen's a huge disappointment. You can see it, in this kind of environment, but anywhere bright, I mean, even if you just tip it onto the side, it starts dimming. So I'm not impressed with that, but I am impressed with the app. The app worked really well. It charged incredibly quickly using my 100-watt GAN charger. I think it went from 0 to full in about, I think it was about 20 odd minutes or so. Really, really quickly. And that's great. I've worked out on my iPad that this thing will charge my iPad about 1.5 times, maybe a little bit more than that, which is about what they're saying for laptops and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty good. It charges incredibly quickly if you've got a decent charger to plug into it, and it also, as it says here, it is a fast charging device itself, so it does charge my iPad pretty quickly. Again, I think my iPad went from about 40% to 80% in about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but I was even using it to edit this video. So would I recommend this device? Well, yeah, if you need power, it self-charges quickly if you've got the appropriate thing, and it charges other devices really quickly. When you can see that screen, it does give you the, let me try and get this so it's on focus. It does give you the information that you require. That's not in focus, is it? There we go. There we go. And you can scan through the different settings there, and you long press it to change it. And that's good. And the Bluetooth connection is good. So it's 100 and, let me check. So this was £150, which if you're out and about like me in various situations, like outside, in a coffee shop, or finally at home, and maybe you just want the convenience at home just to stick this on your table and start charging from it, rather than trying to find a spare plug socket. And yeah, it's pretty good. GAN is the latest charging technology, so it does everything efficiently. I was looking into the app, and it has a thing where it knows what kind of device you're charging and what the limits are, and so it begins to trickle charge after a certain percentage, so it won't overpower your device, whatever you plug into it. It doesn't overheat, doesn't get hot. So yeah, looks good. Maybe a bit on the price side for some, but you get what you pay for. And if, like I say, if you're out and about, then this might be the very thing that will keep you going. Let's go back to me sitting at the side of the canal, and I'll say goodbye. And I'll see you in the next video. In the meanwhile, happy charging.